Hey guys, welcome to our writing lesson. So, we've been talking about writing an opinion piece. Opinions tell what we like or what we would choose. I love to swim. Do you? What's your opinion? My favorite food is grass. What's your opinion? Most of you probably like to swim, so your opinion is that you enjoy swimming or you love to swim. Maybe you don't love to swim, so your opinion would be that you don't love to swim. Now, I know that most of your favorite food is not grass. So, our opinion would be that our favorite food is not grass. Our opinion would be that grass is not good. Now, we might have a favorite food, right? So, our opinion might be that our favorite food is pizza or chicken nuggets, okay? In an opinion writer, the writer, which is you, tells about the feelings that they have. They also give the reasons to support those opinions. Remember, an opinion writing has three parts: a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning introduces our opinion. It's where we state our opinion. The middle gives our reasons why we have that opinion or why we believe that opinion. And then the end is restating our opinion to make it clear on what it was that we wrote about. Here, I want us to look through a text, okay? Too Warm for an Igloo by Luke Weber. Would it be harder to build log houses or igloos where I live? I think building igloos would be much harder. It would be harder because we don't get snow and ice here. I live in Florida. We might get a little bit of snow sometimes, but it's not enough snow to build igloos. Also, igloos would melt if we built them. It's very warm in Florida. It can be really hot. Igloos would melt very quickly. The weather where I live makes building an igloo impossible. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go through this text and we're going to talk about the beginning, the middle, and the end to see where this text includes those three main parts of an opinion piece. First, let's start with our beginning. In our beginning, we are looking for the topic, the opinion that's being stated. So the question is, would it be harder to build log houses or igloos where I live? Then the author of this, Luke, he states his opinion. I think building igloos would be much harder. Okay? He could even make that sentence a little better by saying, I think building igloos would be much harder where I live, right? Because that's what our question is asking us. Would it be harder to build log houses or igloos where you live? He stated his opinion. I think that building igloos would be much harder. So that is his beginning stating his opinion sentence. Okay? Now we're going to look for our reasons that he thinks that building an igloo would be much harder. All right, so we know that our reasons and it usually starts with I think blank because, I feel blank because, the reason I think blank is because. Remember, this is where we are giving our reasons, those facts that back up our opinion, and we're explaining it using those words, the word like because. So, why does Luke feel that building igloos would be hard where he lives? Well, the first thing it says is it would be harder because we don't get snow and ice here. That's one reason. I live in Florida is not a reason that it would be harder to build igloos. That is just telling where he lives to support that sentence that says we don't get much snow and ice where he lives, okay? We might get a little bit of snow sometimes, but it's not enough snow to build igloos. That's also going off that same sentence of not getting a lot of snow and ice. That's not a reason that's supporting his opinion, but that is some facts that tell why building an igloo would be harder, okay? Also, igloos would melt if we built them. That's a reason that building igloos would be hard. Remember when we are writing those our reason sentences to support our opinion, we can also use those words another reason or also here. Okay. So, first off, it would be hard to build an igloo because they don't get snow and ice. Two, another reason is it would melt. The reason it would melt is because it's warm in Florida or it can be really hot. Then we need that third reason to support why it would be hard to build an igloo. Igloos would melt very quickly, wouldn't they? Okay. So, because those igloos would melt very quickly, they would melt if they built them. That's giving us those details and those reasons why, right? So now we're looking for that ending sentence. The ending sentence tells the opinion again. Remember, restates that opinion, reminds our reader what it is that we're reading about. All right, so this last one, the last sentence says, the weather where I live makes building an igloo impossible. So this is restating that opinion at the beginning where I think igloos would be much harder. It's telling us, I think that building an igloo where I live would basically be impossible, right? Because of the weather. So even though they restated it a little bit differently, it's still giving us that same idea that building an igloo would be harder where they live. Okay. So I wanted to use this text so that you could see those three main parts of our opinion piece, the beginning, the middle, and the end, and how that would look in a text that someone else had written, so that we can model our writing to look like this writing here. All right, guys, so today as you're writing, make sure that you are following these three parts that we need. We're stating our opinion, we're giving three really good reasons why, facts that back up our opinion, and then we are giving that ending sentence where we are restating our opinion for our reader.